Most guys attack discipline head-on. They try to force it with raw willpower, treating it like a war they have to win through brute strength. But what if I told you that's exactly why 99% of them fail? What if the reason you feel stuck, the reason you procrastinate, and the reason you end the day feeling defeated is that you're using the wrong tools? Real, unbreakable discipline isn't about force. It's not about motivation, that stuff fades. It's about a framework. The problem isn't that you're not motivated, it's that you don't have clear, non-negotiable rules to guide you. Today, I'm not giving you more flimsy hacks. I'm going to lay out the 4 non-negotiable laws that separate the mentally tough from the rest. This is the blueprint the top 1% use to turn themselves into weapons of intention. Stick around, because the 4th law is what ties it all together. Without it, the other 3 will eventually fall apart. Let's be real. You've tried this before. You set the 5 a.m. alarm, promised yourself you'd hit the gym, sworn off junk food, and committed to that side hustle. For a few days, maybe a week, you felt like you were on fire. Unstoppable. Then, life happens. The daily whirlwind of urgent tasks, stress, and fatigue slowly suffocates your best intentions. Before you know it, you're right back where you started, feeling even weaker. This cycle happens because we've been taught that discipline is a feeling, a surge of motivation you just have to catch. That's the trap. Discipline isn't an emotion, it's a system. It's an architecture you build inside your life. The men who dominate, in business, fitness, and their relationships, don't have more willpower than you. They just understand that discipline is a set of rules you follow. Period. They're the guardrails that keep you on the road when your feelings are trying to pull you into a ditch. Today, we build your guardrails. We install the operating system for elite self-mastery. These aren't suggestions. They're laws. The first and most fundamental law is that you must forge an unbreakable hunger. This is the law of desire plus dedication. Without a burning why, any how is going to collapse when things get tough. Surface-level goals just don't cut it. True discipline flows from a deep, primal connection to your mission. This isn't about just wanting to be better. It's the difference between saying, "I'd like to get in shape," and deciding, "I will build a body capable of protecting my family and executing my purpose with relentless energy." Desire is the fuel. Dedication is the laser focus that channels it. This law demands that you get brutally honest with yourself. Take a hard look at your life. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And more importantly, what are the temptations and distractions you're letting into your world? The endless scrolling. The friends who celebrate being average. Dedication means you eliminate these things. Not moderate them. Eliminate them. Your mastery challenge for law number 1 starting tomorrow morning, before your phone gets a say, you're going to perform a 3-step ritual. First, write down your single most important goal. Second, for 2 minutes, visualize the man you become when you achieve it. Actually feel the confidence, the power, the respect. Third, create a simple mantra, a declaration like action, not apathy, and say it out loud. Top performers use this to program their minds for victory before the day has a chance to get in the way. It's how you build the emotional resilience needed for the long game. The second law is about treating discipline like a muscle. This is the law of determination and delayed gratification. Your body and mind are wired to resist change and seek comfort. This law is about declaring war on that comfort. Determination is your grit to stay on course when everything in you is screaming to quit. But it's not enough on its own. It has to be paired with the skill of delayed gratification. The classic Stanford marshmallow test showed it decades ago. The ability to choose a bigger reward later over a smaller reward now is a strong indicator of future success. You face marshmallows every single day. The snooze button is a marshmallow. The easy takeout meal is a marshmallow. Mindless entertainment is a marshmallow. The top 1% man consistently rejects the easy win now for the greater victory later. Your mastery challenge for law number 2 is to embrace progressive overload. Think about it. You don't walk into a gym for the first time and try to bench 400 pounds. You tear a muscle. Yet, that's what most of us do with discipline. We try to overhaul everything at once, burn out, and quit. Instead, treat your discipline like a muscle. This week, pick one thing. If you want to wake up earlier, start with just 15 minutes. Want to read more? Start with 10 pages a day, not a whole book. The goal isn't the size of the action, it's the consistency. Every time you choose the slight discomfort of the task over the comfort of doing nothing, you're completing a representative, you're building that muscle. Growth happens outside your comfort zone, and by intentionally putting yourself in these spots, you train your entire nervous system to handle stress and make discipline your default setting. The third law acknowledges a hard truth. Your willpower is a finite resource. You can't rely on it to get you through every fight. This is the law of habit and environment control. Real discipline isn't about fighting 1,000 little battles every day. It's about designing an environment where most of those battles are already won. You have to become a ruthless architect of your world. This law stands on 2 pillars. First, focus on what the business framework, the 4 disciplines of execution, calls lead measures. Stop obsessing over the end result, like lose 20 pounds. That's a lag measure. Instead, become maniacally focused on the daily actions that lead to that result. For weight loss, your lead measures might be burn 300 calories in a workout and eat 0 processed sugar. You can't directly control the number on the scale each day, but you have 100% control over whether you do the work and eat right. Win the lead measures, and the lag measure takes care of itself. Second, you have to curate your environment. This is non-negotiable. If you want to stop eating junk food, get it out of your house. If you want to focus, turn off your phone's notifications. Even more important is your social circle. The old wisdom from Jim Rohn is law here. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your circle is pulling you down, you can't rise up. Surrounding yourself with disciplined, growth-minded people creates accountability and forces you to level up. Your mastery challenge for law number 3 is the 24-hour purge. Within the next 24 hours, identify and remove the 3 biggest sources of distraction or negativity from your environment. Delete the app. Unfollow the accounts. Have the hard conversation. Then, pick one major goal and define 2 lead measures you will act on every single day. Write them down and post them where you'll see them. This creates a scoreboard that tells you, right now, if you are winning or losing today. And now for the final law, the one that locks the whole system in place. This is the law of integrity and accountability. Integrity means you do what you say you're going to do. Nothing speaks louder than your actions. Accountability means you face reality, without excuses, and take personal ownership of the results. This law demands that you take 100% responsibility for your life. Your failures are yours. The undisciplined man blames his circumstances, his genetics, his boss. The man of integrity knows that excuses are just a way to feel better about being weak. He owns his shortcomings, not to beat himself up, but because you cannot change what you do not own. Accountability is what enforces integrity. The impact of this is huge. Studies suggest that having an accountability partner dramatically increases your chances of achieving your goals. The highest performers I know actively seek out coaches and mentors who hold them to a higher standard. Your mastery challenge for law number 4 is to establish a cadence of accountability. This week, do 2 things. First, find one person you trust, a mentor, a brother, a friend who's on the same path, and share your main goal and your lead measures with them. Schedule a short, 5-minute check-in once a week. This isn't therapy. It's a tactical report: what you did, how you scored, and what you commit to for next week. Second, you must learn to forgive yourself and move on when you slip up. This isn't a license to fail. But even the most disciplined people stumble. The difference is, they don't stay down. They analyze why they failed, learn the lesson, and get right back to work. Resilience is the final cornerstone of discipline. These are the 4 non-negotiable laws of discipline. 1. Forge unbreakable hunger. 2. Conquer resistance. 3. Engineer your victory. And 4. Own your reality. Stop trying to force discipline. Start building it. Discipline isn't a battle you win once. It's a system you run every single day. It's the framework that will free you from your own worst impulses and allow you to become the man you know you can be. This is the blueprint. The work starts now. So I have a question for you, and I want you to be honest. Which of these 4 laws hit you the hardest? Which one do you need to implement right now? Drop a comment below and declare your commitment. Writing it down is the first step to making it real. Let's get to work.